For these front doors, we're doing what we call our stage 1 sound treatment package. And that's comprised of half a sheet of Stealth Roadkill. That's going to be butyl with aluminum, as well as half a sheet of Ultimate, which is going to be butyl, aluminum, and foam. Fernando, how do we separate the two?
This one is designed to go in the outer skin of the door, like this one, and then also in the inside of the door. The foam, we're not gonna use it in this one. We're actually gonna use it on the actually door panel, because it's the one that is gonna start flexing and moving. We're gonna use that one because it has the foam and it's gonna prevent that.
Now with the magic of video, here we go. 1, 2.
And this is how we install sound treatment on a car. Few layers on the back, like we talk about, and we focus on the speaker side. We also install fast rings, especially when you're trying to do a fast ring. Make sure you roll up and down your window, because you don't want to get caught the plug into your window. So make sure it's perfect clearance. Second plug, also, as you see, you have to cut it.
Basically what you're saying is worry about the window.
For sure, because you don't want to install this and then your window's gonna knock it out and you don't even know, because
well, you'll know when all the glue sticks to the window.
Right. Now we can install the speaker using our factory screws. 1, 2, 3, and the bottom 4. Everything is clear. If you notice, you will see like, oh my god, this is a huge speaker bracket in my head, the door. No, as Dean was talking and explained, the factory speaker, that's actually the same thickness. We talk about fast rings, right? With this one, we're not gonna use the fast ring because the actually ring of the PVC is acting as a fast ring for us. The plastic is gonna rest on the foam, it's gonna push all the sound through the grill. This is the second part of the sound treatment, the Ultimate. We focus on this part right here. As you see, just put the door back the same way you took it out. And this is what the speaker looks like through the grill. As you see, perfect clearance. Everything is good. Put the screw back together and we're done.
And with the doors done, that's time to move on to the next set of speakers, which are the 2 up in the dash. Getting those in is going to be interesting because the factory speaker is actually smaller than the speaker we're going to be putting in. I keep calling it like a 2.5. The Focal is actually a 3.5. Let's hop into the car. We'll show you how to get this apart, and then we'll talk to you about the speakers.
Remember the 2-inch from the factory. In some cars, the only thing you have to do is pry out the grill. In this situation, it's not the case. In this one, you have to remove the whole A-pillar and you have to remove the dash band. Grab your pry tool, carefully remove the covers. We know it's 210 millimeters. I know you're taking the right side and the left side, so make sure you have a bend for each side so you don't get confused. Grab your pry tool, plastic, just carefully. This is loose. Sometimes you have to remove the door seal just to give it more space. Now wiggle it back and forth, comes out. Now in this one, sometimes it pops out. Don't worry, it's just a clip. You can put it back. As you see right here, this is what I was talking about. It's A-pillar actually sits on top of the grill. So now we're gonna remove the vent. Grab your pry tool, just go around. Sometimes it's hard, but that's why we have multiple pry tools. As you see, this one comes out. Disconnect any plugs that you have. Sometimes you gotta use like a pigtail or a flat screwdriver. Remove it and plug your sensor back in, just in case you turn the car on, everything is plugged in and you don't have to worry about it. You can go around the speaker, same thing, grab a corner. You see, these two clips are so necessary because it takes so hard to take it out, but it's out. Now removing the speaker, it's a 3/7mm, or you can use a regular Phillips screw. Always be careful with your windshield. You don't want to break it or scratch it. And there you go.
Let's take these over to the bench and we'll compare them to what we're going to replace them with. This is our full cal mid-range. It's 3.47 inches across, and this guy is not. This guy is a lot smaller. Hole pattern wise, they line up. Like this should be a spot on, but if it was a flat area, then we'd be okay, and it's not. Let's head over into the car and we'll take a look at what this little paper, yeah, this thing is trash. Like, I don't think I've ever taken one of these that isn't trash. Paper, this is cloth, small magnet, little 47 microcapacitor. Let's go. This is the area that we are looking to put our speaker in. We have this trim ring here, this trim bezel here, this little nub sticking out. This is round here, which is nice, but we're still not gonna be able to get our speaker in. To test our theory, the problem that we're having, I lasered out a ring that is the exact size of our speaker, and it sits here, and as you can see, it's gonna be a problem. What do we do to make it work? The first thing that makes sense is we need to remove some of this stuff here. Then we can figure out how to make the hole round so our speaker will drop into place. The goal in all of this is to get that speaker into the dash, and to look something like this. So how did we get there? We need some tools. Specifically, we need this tool. This is not for the faint at heart. Remove the 3 metal clips. All right, we've removed all of that high area there. That will allow this ring to now sit flat in our area, just like so. And we need to mark with a Sharpie what needs to come out. For this next part, we'll be using this angle grinder to get into this area. The only thing I can say is go slow, take your time. There's no hurry on this one. Our speaker will now fit into place. It drops right in. Great news. That's what we were hoping for. Now we need to make the cover that goes over the top of this so that we can lock it into place. Before we can test fit our adapter, we need to modify the grille as well as the dash. This is the driver's side that we've already modified. The nice thing would be to just take a grinder and grind this all off. The only problem with doing that is you'll get little balls of plastic that form inside of the grills, and it's hot, so it'll stick. So we don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. So that leaves us the painstaking process of basically surgically removing all of this off of here. It's not as bad as you think. It just does take some time. Now, there's no beautiful way to say, hey, let's do that. What you need is a really sharp razor knife, some flush cutters. What we're gonna do is just start by simply cutting away the part that is in our way, just like so. And do that throughout the whole piece. And after about 20 minutes of painstaking labor, we were able to remove all of that and keep the grill looking as pristine as it should. Now it's time to test fit our bracket and see if it fits. Then we'll go back and explain how we made the bracket. But first, let's jump into the car. Put the speaker into the hole. Our lockdown goes into place next, followed by our grill. Everything fits under the grill, which is exactly how we want it to go. The material that we're using for this stuff is 1/8 inch acrylic. Still has the paper on it. To remove the paper, we'll just take another piece of acrylic. and it will just peel right off. This is 2 pieces that were glued together. That's why the paper is still on there, so that the glue doesn't get onto the shiny part of the acrylic that we want to see, that nobody will ever see. Now, they are slightly different between the driver and the passenger, but not enough to where we have to redesign the panel. The only difference is it needed to be rounded over and it needed to be sanded a little bit flatter over here. Once we did that, we sanded it and then we polished it so that it would look just as shiny as the rest of it, and this will sit over our speaker. But how did we get to this weird shape? I mean, it's pretty peculiar. The first thing we needed to do was create this. This is a copy of the outside flange of the speaker. It has the screw holes where they need to be and everything. And it's almost as thick as the speaker itself as far as this goes. This allowed us to take this guy and set it out of the picture, and then we could work with this shape here and figure out what we needed to do with the dash. What needed to be removed, and then we removed it. And then we took our phone and placed this into the dash, and then we took a picture of what this looked like in the dash. It gave us 2 things. One, what this area that we have to work with is, and 2, we were able to scale it to size so we could then create a scaled version of this design. From there, we imported it into our CAD software, Amadine. We use a Mac. It's inexpensive drawing software that you can get your hands on. And that allowed us to then create this shape right here. This shape is this, but then taking up all of that extra space that we saw from the picture. And we knew this was going to be wrong, and so we made this out of cardstock. That then turned into this. Once we figured out, hey, this isn't going to work, we need to remove some of this. That also gave us this area here that we knew needed to be removed because the grill has a little tooth that goes there. So that brought us into this guy here. Now we have the area for the tooth, we have the other side of the grill, and we're like, cool, this is great. But then again, this tooth needs to move a little bit when going in. So we said, hey, forget it. Let's just remove the whole corner, and that'll give us the shape we need. Once we did that, then we needed to be able to create a lip for the speaker to sit inside. We don't want to just put this on top of it like this and hope for the best. We want to lock this into place, make it have something that would bring it down into it. So we cut out all these extra shapes and then glued them onto here. And that got us to this, which is the final version of it. This will sit just like this. We'll put 4 screws into it and bolt it down into the dash. The one other thing we need to do to this still is we're going to put foam all over the back side of this because the speaker is actually just a hair deeper than this piece here. That was by design so that we could put foam on this, and then when we tighten this down, it'll lock the speaker into place, giving us a perfect fit like that. One other thing we did in order to make it easier to glue these little pieces on is we scored our piece of plastic. In doing that, it makes it easy to remove this piece here, and now we can set our new piece of acrylic on here and we can glue it without getting glue all inside of this. Join me in the car and we'll get this thing screwed into place.